Hello, welcome to our NextGen 591841 training session today. One of the enhancements we're going to be talking about is documenting and marking an encounter as sensitive for teen visits. This enhancement will be available for use on Monday, October 22nd. This is a video training, so if you have questions, you can either type your questions in the chat window or hold your questions to the end of the video and we can address them after. Marking an encounter as sensitive. As you can see here, I have today's appointment up. I can see that the encounter is already marked as teen in the remarks section, but myself as the provider need to take it one step further and mark the encounter as sensitive. To do that, I would click on the encounter, right click, come to a new feature that is called sensitivity settings. I would click on that. I can see that there's 4 possible choices for me to choose from. It is important that I click all 4. When these 4 checkboxes are checked off, what you're doing is preventing the information from going to the patient portal, going to the HIE or the Health Information Exchange. You're suppressing outreach actions. An example of that would be notifications or blast notifications that are sent to all LREO patients. Lastly, there's the do not print encounter on statements. When you check that, that prevents anything from this visit ending up on a billing statement. And we'll click OK. Now that we've gone in and marked the encounter as sensitive, we can see here that there is an exclamation point next to the encounter to identify it as sensitive, that it does contain sensitive information. Now with the teen visits, historically you have been documenting on paper for the visit. Now you will be able to document a teen visit in EHR. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my templates chooser, click on SOAP, and bring up my SOAP template. You'll notice one of the first things that has changed is we now have a specialty called teen. And inside that specialty, we have a visit type called office visit. For this specialty teen office visit, we've identified 4 types of HPIs that could happen during a teen visit. Them being contraception, Depo-Provera, pregnancy test, and STI screening. I'm going to go ahead and click on contraception, and it'll bring up this type of template. I can document whatever it is I need to document, and then I'm going to click on Save and Close. I can continue my documentation in the SOAP template in EHR. I'm just going to choose a few from my review of systems. I can see my vitals. I'm going to go over to my one-page exam for my physical exam. I'm just going to come and click one of the Save Default Favorites to populate some information to get information in there. But I do want to go ahead and now order a lab. In this scenario, I'll just say that the patient is going to get a GC and chlamydia culture. You guys can order this through either the Lab Master, or you have the capability of ordering it through the physical exam by going into the GU system, clicking on STI screenings. So I'm going to go ahead and order the gonorrhea and chlamydia, click on Save and Close. So at this point in time in this video, that this video is being created, there's still some discussions about how the labs will be ordered. I'm going to go ahead and I'm showing you what your current workflow is, which is either the Lab Master or ordering tests through the physical exam. But this may opt to change, but for now we'll show you it in this fashion. So historically, you guys know that the labs that were ordered during a teen visit would be ordered on a paper requisition. So now being able to order them through the SOAP template or the Lab Master can be done. So I'm clicking on Save and Close. And I can see here that the GC and chlamydia culture has been ordered. Now, if I wanted to order medications for the teen visit, I can also do that as well. So I can go up to my medications module. But when I order medications for a teen visit, I'm going to come over here to prescribe new. There will now be a favorites tab called teen. And we will list the medications with the beginning of the medication being called teen in all capital letters, and then the name of the medication and its SIG. When prescribing during a teen visit, you should only choose from this medications list, being sure that teen is in the front of the name of the medication. These medications have been categorized in such a way that prevent them from going to the patient portal in HIE, so it is important that you only pick from this list. I'm going to go ahead and click on Zithromax. And now I could accept the medication and send the medication via fax to the pharmacy. I'm going to go ahead and click cancel for now. But if I wanted to send the medication, I could. The medications will go by fax. I'm going to go ahead and close this. Now you can also bill through EHR and the SOAP template if you need to, where historically you have been writing your billing on a paper encounter, and then that encounter would then get sent over to the billing and coding department. But now you can go ahead and send your charges through EHR, and the billing department can get those charges and process them. Once I've submitted my charges, now what will generate is what's called a teen master. So my teen master generates. At the top of the teen master, we'll always see an indication right here that says teen patient, do not bill. My master will still end up in my PAQ. Save these changes. And it'll also end up under the sensitive encounter. Once the encounter has been signed off, and I'm going to go ahead and close this SOAP. Once the encounter has been signed off in the PAQ or in the patient's chart, I'm going to be able to see the category. So I can see the document here in my PAQ. I'm going to go ahead and sign off this document. Once I signed off this document, I will now be able to find the document in the categories tab under confidential and teen. So I can see the teen master sitting in the encounter for that data service visit, but I will also be able to see it in the categories tab. I will see the teen master in the confidential and teen category. Here's the teen master. I will not see it in the master IM category. It will only live in the confidential and teen category of the patient's chart. Now earlier we did talk about how we can order labs in the visit. So now that we are able to order those labs, they would go out through the interface and they would come back through the interface in that manner, and you would receive them in your PAQ. When you receive them, they don't look any different to you, so you can sign them off as you need to. I can see the result here inside the orders module, but a functionality or enhancement that we have added is right here called lab delegates. So when lab results are ordered in a teen visit, they're considered confidential, and you would need to delegate either your team or a task member if you wanted them to be able to see those results. To do that, I can click on this lab delegates button here, and I can see that my two teams are already selected delegates. But if I wanted to add someone, I could search and look for that person. or team and swing their name over here and click OK. That would allow that team or that user to see these results. These results can be seen by any providers, but only providers can select a lab delegate to view them. So that is our new enhancement for marking an encounter as sensitive and documenting our teen visits in EHR. We will now take your questions. Thank you.